In this video, we're going to continue our look at transformations by focusing in on translations. And a translation, also known as a slide, is a transformation that moves all the points of the original figure the same distance in the same direction. So I'll show you what I mean when I say that. Let's say this is our original figure, and we want to move that figure in that direction. And then we get all the points move in the same direction as the arrow, which is also known as, you may know this, but it's also known as a vector. So all of those points move in the same direction, same distance, and we get the same figure. So the figure would have the same shape. And again, I'm not using a ruler, so of course my triangle probably is not the same size, but it should be. It should be the same exact size. All the points should have moved in exactly the same direction. So if this were, for example, A, B, and C, then this would be A prime, B prime, and C prime. Okay, so the best way to truly understand this is to see an example. So in this example, we have triangle EFG. I've already put it in the coordinate plane, and we're being told to translate it along this vector. So this vector, we want to treat it as if it's instructions. This tells us the shift in the x direction, and this tells us the shift in the y direction. And in this case, they're both positive. So a positive shift in the x direction is telling us we're going to be moving our points to the right, and a positive shift in the y direction tells us that we're going to be moving our points up. In contrast to this, if we had a negative shift in the x direction, we would be moving to the left, and if we had a negative shift in the y direction, we would be moving down. But that's not where we're going here. We're going right and up. So in order to accomplish this, we can take each of the coordinates. So currently our coordinates are x comma y. So we have, for E, we have -7, comma -1. And when we change our coordinates, we're going to change it to x plus 2, and that's coming from the vector coordinate here. And we're going to have y plus 5, and that's coming from our y vector coordinate right here. So we're adding the 2, we're adding the 5. And then that's what's going to give us our E prime. So E prime is going to be -7 plus 2, which is -5, and -1 plus 5, which is 4. And we go ahead and do that for each of our points. So F was -4, comma -4. And so F prime, again, we're adding 2. So we get -4 plus 2 is -2, and -4 plus 5 gives us 1. And we do the same thing for G. G was originally -3, comma -1. And G prime, we're adding 2. So -3 plus 2 gives us -1. And -1 plus 5 gives us 4. So those will be all our new points, the points over here. And now we can go ahead and plot them. So first E prime, which is -5, comma 4. So -5, comma 4 is right. 1, 2, 3 here, 4. That's not true. Let's fix that up. It's one higher. -5, comma 4 is 1, 2, 3 right here. -2, comma 1 is right here. And -1, comma 4 is right here. And now we can draw our triangle. And as we can see, it shifted in that direction. And that's how a translation works. So again, we can shift up, we can shift down, we can shift left, we can shift right. It all depends on the instructions given to you by this translation vector that we'll always be given.